My first appearance on TV, people. Let's go. I call my girl, cause I got a problem. Little Mix a search. Don't want me on it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing another one of those I went on a talent show and this is what happened videos. So today's culprit, not culprit, I'm gonna be nice to the girls, just maybe not so much to the production company, maybe. Anyway, you'll see why. So in today's video, I am talking to you about my experience on the new programme that is out of the UK at the moment called Little Mix The Search. If you haven't heard of Little Mix, then you are probably living under a rock. They are on the hunt for the next band or group to support them on their next tour. They announced it, I think it was like this time last year. Simon Cowell did his thing and whipped out X Factor the band as quick as possible as a bit of an up yours to them, I think, which is really uncalled for. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. So I thought, you know what? I'll apply. You never know. I might get an audition, I might not. Why not? Last year was my yes year, I think, so I kind of just thought I'll go for everything. There's literally no harm in applying. Audition experience is always good experience, they say, so I applied. So to apply, you had to send in a video of you singing. I sang Portugal the Man. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Oh, if I can find it. Can't keep my hands to myself. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I don't feel, but I feel it still. They sent it in and you had to be invited to audition. It wasn't like with X Factor, if you apply then pretty much you get one of those walk-in auditions, I think, don't you? I got invited to audition, which was really exciting. I was kind of going through the whole thing of, oh my god, do I want to be in a band, do I not? I've been a solo artist my whole life. I've always imagined being a solo artist. Maybe this is the missing piece. Maybe I need to be in a band. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through my audition process, my thoughts on it all. I'm going to tell you exactly what happens behind the scenes on these shows. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, and if already you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe with that notification bell on. Let's get into the tea. I've got bits of vlog footage that I'm going to insert and then I'm going to come back and talk about it afterwards. So here is a clip of me the morning of my audition, so you can see what I looked like then, because I didn't look like this, what I was wearing and everything like that. Hi guys. So today is the beginning of my Little Mix The Search journey. I mean, today might be the beginning and the end of it. I have no idea, but I thought I would just document what I can, let you guys know what it's like, what I get up to. Probably going to be similar to the X Factor where they were like, you can't talk about stuff, but I don't know. I'm going to take you on this little journey with me, no matter how long or short it is. Today is the 29th of November, and originally my audition was at 8:30 in the morning, but I was like, I can't do that. I had a gig last night, I've got a gig tomorrow, I've got a gig Sunday. They phoned me up to check I was coming and I phoned them back, so I missed the call. I asked if I could do a later slot, so now my audition's at 1. So we'll do a workshop in the morning and then we have our individual auditions afterwards. So yeah, we shall see. Maybe I'll do a little dance or something. Ooh, this is what I'm wearing. A little tassel going on here. Ooh. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so now I can talk to you about what happened at the audition. I've written notes. There's a lot of information to cover. I seem to get away with the X Factor and the voice video, so we'll see what happens with this one. Any excuse to get to someone in Little Mix's power, hey? Do you get it? Power, Little Mix? Who got the power? As you heard, my original audition was meant to be at 8 o'clock. It was pre-corona, so obviously I was gigging. Those were the days where I could earn a living. Getting to London for 8 o'clock really wasn't the one when I live in Surrey. So anyway, I got there about 12:30. I was super calm actually. I have never felt so relaxed in an audition day. There was a bit of a queue outside, weren't that many people. I was like, okay, this is quite cool. In we went, and then there was like a questionnaire that you had to fill out. This is going to be so information heavy. I'm sorry, but just bear with me. me. There was a questionnaire you have to fill out. It's quite standard. I had it on the X Factor. You have to fill out and just say a bit about you, a bit about why you want to be on the show, why you want to be in a band, your history, your biggest achievements, and get a bit of a story. And we had to sign our lives away. So you have to sign a release form. They always film you in these auditions so that they can look back. You have to sign a release form just saying that they can do anything to the footage, they can edit it, they can put it wherever they like. It happens with every audition. I think I was the only person to read it. A lot of people just signed it and then that was it. So there was like 4 pages which I read. I don't know if anyone else read. I can't remember what it said about this kind of thing though. It said that we couldn't take any pictures or videos or post anything on social media about the auditions. I think that was until the show was aired. If not, soz. Oh, I get so excited with these videos, I love it. We got put into groups of 12. So there were 2 seats lined up back to back, 6 on each side. And from mine number 6? I think there were about 10. That's a lot of people. Was it that many? What I found really nice about this audition is that usually in the auditions I've experienced in the past with The Voice and with X Factor is that you are auditioning as a solo artist. So everyone is against each other. It's every person for themselves. Different atmosphere because there's only one winner on that show. But with this one, it was really nice because you're looking around the room and you could potentially be working with anyone in that room. So everyone's got a nicer vibe. Everyone was friendly. Instantly people were chatting. So I particularly clicked with 2 people from that audition. 3 of us, really. There was me, there was Maddie, and then there was Ivan. Me and Ivan have stayed in touch since. Ivan's from Ireland. Try and say that after a few. We FaceTime, we voice clip, like we stay in touch. I'm obsessed with his music. Thought I'd better eat now because I don't know when I'm going to be auditioning. So I was pretty calm and everyone was like, how are you eating? I am so nervous. And I was like, I don't know, because I normally get so nervous about these things, so anxious. I've been more nervous going to Tesco's during lockdown than I was auditioning for Little Mix The Search. We were told that there'd be refreshments. Were there any refreshments, my friends? No. So everyone's like doing the whole like, everyone's warming up, everyone's getting the old guitars out, getting ready. Okay, let me tell you that 4 hours went by and we were sat in that same spot for 4 hours. So they started picking people out randomly to take up to like the mezzanine level. I can't even remember where it was to tell you, if I'm honest with you, but it was one of these places like Olympia where you have exhibitions and stuff. So we then got taken up there. Oh, I've got my sticker. Did it stick to me? No. I did spot some S's on there, so it did mean that people were scouted for this audition. X Factor and The Voice, I was scouted for those and I had an S on that, which means obviously scouted. So I was looking around the room and I did see a couple and I was like, okay, I probably haven't got a chance. Usually means the people who are scouted get through. We're waiting for the workshops. There was one girl who went to ACM. I think she was a couple years below me. We were waiting for another hour and a half up there. I get there at 12:30 and then it's not until probably 5 o'clock that I do the workshop. That's 5.5 hours waiting before I even sing to anyone. I mean, I thought waiting 2.5 hours for The Voice was a joke. It's like on I'm a Celeb or Big Brother or Love Island. When you spend that much time with people intensely in that space, you're already family. Do you know what I mean? You just form a bond in that survival situation that lasts forever. We're all best friends at this point and we're also delirious and we're also starving because it's now nearly dinner time and they have not provided us with any of these snacks that they said they were going to. There was a water fountain. So we didn't know what the workshop was. We caught wind from the first group, rumours went round, that you had to sing Touch by Little Mix. In a group, you got put into groups, you got given the different parts to sing, and then you sing it. And that was basically it. Thank God, I am a fan. Then I walk in and then the girl that went to ACM, she was like, that's Jono, who's running it. And I was like, what? Jono is, or was, my old vocal coach from ACM. He was my vocal tutor for a fair few years. Firstly, I had a bit of a sigh of relief because it was a familiar face. Secondly, I was like, oh my God, I'm back at ACM. I'm back being assessed. So we all got put in a circle and then Jono goes round and hands out the lyrics and he saw me and he was like, hi, and I was like, hi. We did a little warm up and then we went through the song. We got put into groups, so they basically went round like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gave us a number. All 1s over there, 2s over there, 3s over there, 4s over there, blah, 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 blah. you get the gist. It was absolutely manic. So someone then came around and was like, you've got the first line, you've got the second line, you have the higher harmony, you have the lead, you this, and it was just like, okay. Went through it once with the backing track all together, and then we had to perform it. It was intense. And then there was like a little break, like an instrumental section. We had to just either improvise or dance or do whatever. And the whole idea of this workshop was to work as a group and to show that you can work in a group as a band. So I was saying to everyone, like, we need to stand in a semicircle, we need to be looking at each other. I was like, eye contact is everything. Just look at each other the whole time, a vibe. Ours was okay, I think. I had the freaking opening line. You had no counting. It was just like, you and I and nobody else. They said, you're probably going to get put off. You're probably going to miss the first bit, but just carry on. Your turn. I didn't do it like that, don't worry. And we were watching everyone else audition. Everyone's always like, woo, having a great time, sick, we're loving it. We're all rooting for each other. In that instrumental, someone did the splits. Someone just did full-on dancing. Some people go, I am not a riffer, okay? I can't riff at all. I can flip, but I can't riff. Fair enough, right? You have your moment, shine. But also, don't know, like doing the splits, is that a bit much? Is that just me? I'm not the kind of person in that situation to start jumping around the room, and I'd rather just have the stage to myself. Then we waited another hour and a half. Ivan's gone home, he had to catch a plane, so he's off. He did his solo audition. And Maddie, she had to go, I think for a family meal or something, so she auditioned, then she was off. I was left on my own. I had no pals at this point. We moved outside the audition room. There's like 6 of us waiting. We see, it's me and the other girl from ACM, that Jono is in the room. This could work to our advantage. But Jono saw us. He came out, saw us. Jono said to us, because we've got the history, I can't audition you. And we were like, that's fine. Damn. I could do with a little bit of luck. So we moved to another room, and then I'm waiting. And then I got moved to another room, and then I'm waiting outside that room. Timestamps, people. I get there at 11:30. I've done the workshop at 5. I didn't do my solo audition until 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eventually my time comes to audition. I feel like I've been there my whole life. I feel like I'd aged 5 years in that building. Oh my god, when we were waiting for the audition, the children started to come in. So past 4 o'clock, it was the kids. So we were 18 plus, and then I think you could have auditioned at 14? Was it 14 to 18 or was it 16 to 18? I don't know, but you had to have a parent with you if you were under 18. So then after school, obviously all the kids start coming in. Guess who got snacks? The people who had their parents with them, who could have packed them a packed lunch, because legally they had to feed the kids. Anyway, so they get their coconut water and their packet of crisps or whatever. Well, I did spot some biscuits being handed around. Oh my god, and the worst bit, the people who were working, the crew, were walking around with pizzas, and we were like, it was awful. But a good story to tell, hey? Lots of people like exchanging their Instagrams and all that kind of stuff, which was really nice. Great networking. I really enjoyed that side of things. I go in to do my audition. I think you had to prepare 2, but you were only able to do 1. They were really running behind time. I mean, can you tell by my timestamps? I basically just went in there and I thought, I'm just gonna be honest and I'm gonna ask. A tip for anyone auditioning, I mean, probably don't audition because unless you're scouted for something, you're not actually gonna get it. But if you're auditioning for stuff, a tip that I learned at ACM, because we had audition practice, the first like second when you walk into an audition room is what they're going to remember you by. So you need to hold yourself up, and that first second you walk in, you smile. Doesn't matter that you've been waiting for 8 hours and you have not been given any food or drink. That doesn't matter because you had a water fountain and you're surviving off of water and hope at this point. You are happy, you are upbeat. Walked in, they were like, oh, thank you for waiting. I'm sorry, you're probably fed up by now or something. I was like, it's all right, don't worry, we're fine. We weren't fine. There was a vocal coach, a producer, and then there is a camera person. I had a camera lady, so I auditioned in front of 3 ladies, which is really rare. I said, I've got 2 songs, I've got an original and I've got a cover. And they said, you can do 1 full song or you can do half and half. So I said, I'll do half and half. I sang my own song, Distract Me. Go on, distract me, come on, I did a cover of Always Remember Us This Way by Lady Gaga from A Star Is Born. The Arizona sky Murder in your eyes. Ah, yes! We had to prepare one with a backing track and one with an instrument or a cappella. I did Distract Me to backing track, and then I did the cover with guitar. As she saw me out, she commented on my makeup. I said I am a YouTuber as well as a musician, and that I always react to like stuff that Little Mix does. And she's like, oh, we'll have to check it out, which was nice. And then the people outside were admiring my busking sign, so they gave me a real big plug, which was really nice. And then she, I think, took a picture of it, and she was like, oh, I gave her a card or something, I can't remember. She was like, we'll go and check it all out. So that was really nice. I then went home. I left at 8:30. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. They were also doing a few interviews for people that they wanted to know a little bit more about. I didn't get one of those. I actually had a call from them saying that they wanted to know a little bit more about me. So on the 10th of December, I had a call with them, and they just wanted to know about my family life, what I do, just trying to build a story really, and all that kind of stuff. I will now play the next part of the vlog footage. What a sight this is. Hi guys, I'm sat on the floor. There's like minimal light in my room at the moment because 2 of the bulbs are out. Today is the 17th of, what month are we in? Today's the 17th of January. I haven't actually been on here. I wanted to come on here like after the audition and talk to you about everything and talk to you about the audition process, but I'm probably gonna have already done that in the like main visual. I know we've already spoken to you about how chaotic it was that week and everything anyway. If we got a call back, we were going to be told today, so today was not a good day. I was in a really bad place earlier. This looks so wrong. It's my straighteners. But I'm ill and like I'm due on, and like now my voice sounds like really tired because I had a gig and it's like 1 AM. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, like today I didn't get a call and I feel a bit crappy about it, but the callbacks are from the 9th till the 19th, so today was the last day if we were going to get called, and I didn't, so yeah, that's okay. Kind of. Bye. Hi team, can you see me? I don't actually know how to have my hair. I don't know how. Do I sit down? Do I have my hair like this? This is the first debut that the hair has had. This is probably a bit random because I've been so bad at updating you with what's been going on, so I do apologise. I was looking at when the show was going out just so I could actually plan my whole hair, because I'm in the process of dyeing my hair pink. I just wanted to know content-wise when it was going out. And I saw that you could get tickets to go to the auditions, like you can go into the ballot, and I thought, I'll have a go. It'll be interesting to see for the purposes of the video and just in general, like it'll be really interesting to see what it's like filming. Didn't think I'd get it, but anyway, I got tickets. Long story short, we're going today. We're going over to Essex. I don't know how much I'm not allowed to say anything really, but I'm not allowed to take my phone in. Me, mum and dad are going, and yeah, it's gonna be a laugh. Hopefully I'll be on TV. I might be on the show, just not actually how I wanted to be on the show. I hope I come away being like, it wasn't right for me, rather than feeling like, oh, I wish I was on it. Just thought I'd update you. I'll let you know what it's like when we come back. I'll let you know. And I'm really hoping that it's not full of 16-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? Like X Factor the band was. If it is, I am gonna call you out on that, Little Mix, because after what Jessie went through and what you all went through, do you know what I mean? And after the documentary, I like to think that they won't be full of children. Be interesting. I'm just really excited to see. I will see you later. Secret. Hi, okay, I've just literally got back. It is like 12:30, 1:45 or something. I thought, well, we would be back way earlier than this. I'm just gonna have to go to bed. I am so tired. It was good though, it was good fun. Like, it just went on longer than we thought, and we were waiting around longer than we thought. It did go on a long time, not gonna lie. The most exciting thing that happened is that there was like only like 150 people, hardly anyone there, and Little Mix were so close. Like, they were so close to us, and there were loads of their fans like right by them, and obviously I was like nestling in like to be as close to them as possible. And I actually spoke to Perrie, which was really cool. On their advent calendar, they did the One I've Been Missing reaction videos as one of their doors, and they put a compilation of them together, and I was in it. I was one of the, there weren't many of us, so like I think it's like 5 of us who are mainly featured in it, and I was one of them. So I told her, and she didn't have a huge reaction, because I think she was just like probably overwhelmed with everything that's going on, and like I throw that in, which is a bit random. And then Perrie's mum was there, so then I said the same thing to her mum and had a really nice chat with her, just like about how difficult it is in this, you know, industry and everything. And I saw my vocal coach. One of my vocal tutors from ACM, who's actually at the audition. I'm actually not allowed to talk about anything. This is going up after it goes live on TV anyway, so it's not a problem. So what we shot today was 3 shows worth, and there was quite a lot of film on us. The cameraman was like he was right like there whilst I was singing along to one of the songs. He actually did loads of like dancing and singing and whooping and clapping. Like my hand and my arm was numb. Like the amount that we were clapping was unreal. I've never clapped that much in my entire life. There's a lot of high energy stuff we had to do. It'd be interesting, really interesting to see what the show's like. I'll show you what I wore, because there were some girls there who were the fans, and they were like, we thought that you were in one of the bands, like we love your outfit. Do not look at the mess. Off the shoulder number. Oh, this is the first outing for my blonde hair, even though it's going to be pink. Or these cargo pants and this off the shoulder long sleeve top. And we were number 28. I was number 28 in the queue. Anyway, I need to go to bed. I'll update you whenever next. Oh, I'm going to regret filming like this, aren't I? Okay, that's going to be better for me. End of day, I know. I was too tired yesterday to tell you, but last night I was at my gig. I was playing a birthday party, surprise party while I was waiting for the birthday girl to arrive. I opened up Instagram, some likes and a comment. I thought, oh, looked, and it was Perrie. Perrie Edwards commented and liked one of my pictures. He said, "Me mum passed my card to her and said that she should look me up." And she did, and she said, "You a cutie." So yeah, that was really nice. And I replied, and I DM'd her as well. Haven't had a reply from the DM. I definitely won't. Like, she gets hundreds of thousands of people messaging her every day. But the fact that her mum did have a look at me, did give Perrie my card, and then Perrie did write on my post, it just kind of restored my faith in the industry. I realised like I was never going to have that opportunity to directly contact or talk to someone of her level, a star that big, until I am hopefully, you know, mixing with the stars. That is not going to happen for someone of my level or like me. It's just amazing like that her mum actually did go on her word, and I'm really happy, and I really respect them for that. That's really restored my faith in a lot of things. I was just like, my gig, like, I couldn't react apart from messaging my closest, because I literally just met her the day before, had a conversation, and then what I hoped would happen happened. It was kind of like, oh, that's nice, like a relief, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just thought I would check in and let you know that happened last night. But yeah, I was very happy, very happy. 3 acknowledgements from Little Mix to from Perrie in the past, November, December, January, February, in the past 3 months. What is the next 3 months going to hold, hey? Hey, we shall see. Anyway, bye. Okay, so all of this is kind of taken like a bit of a random turn. My thoughts and understanding after being at the concert were that I am too old and too tall. I am 26, and watching the show and hearing Jessie talk to the fans, I think that the age range was 16 to 23. So why they audition anyone over the age of 25, I don't know. I kind of just feel like if you don't want people over the age of 25 or over the age of 23, just don't audition them. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of all of our energy. As I said in the vlog, I was really surprised if they were going to put kids in, especially after what happened with Jessie. I just think that the girls of all people will know what it's like to be a child in the industry and to be in the limelight that young. If it was me and I'd been through what they've been through, I would have said we only want people in their 20s. It's maybe slightly controversial, but if you take a 16-year-old compared to me, a 26-year-old, A 16-year-old is going to be easier to mould and manipulate into something you want in a band, and a 26-year-old who's been in the industry for 11 years is not going to be easy to mould and not going to be easy to manipulate, and I'm not going to do things that I don't want to do. So that's something probably to take into consideration when you see all these kids on TV. They're easier to mould than adults, you know? After seeing the concert auditions, I'm now going to talk to you about the reality of what it was like. There's no more vlog footage. I think it was on the 28th of February that we went. Corona was just bubbling around, so we drove rather than taking the train. I think it was about 2:30. They didn't start letting people in until about 3. Even so, we were still waiting outside for ages. It was blooming cold, I tell you. I blow dried my hair, but should I have bothered? No. Again, met some nice people in the queue. Had to like sign a form to say that we hadn't been to the like corona hotspot countries at the time. Sanitised our hands when we went in. All that stuff was in place then, which is crazy to think about. Like, it was so close to lockdown. Our phones were taken away from us. We had to sign a release form to say that we wouldn't talk about any of this on social media. Dad asked if the contract was only in place until the programme aired, and they said yeah. So that's why I'm now talking about it, and now why I think that I'm able to talk about it all. They didn't start filming until about 6 o'clock. I think they were still setting up cameras when we got in there. You've seen the setup on TV. I have never been that close to them before. So we did loads of warm-ups and like singing along to Little Mix songs and like having a great time. So by the time it actually came to the show, we were done. We had been singing, I think it was 4 or 5 songs we'd already done. The girls came on. When they first came on, I was like, oh my God. And then by like the 5th or 6th time they came on, we were like looking the other way like, yeah, cool. Oh, hi. So the instrument and vocal group, that was the first band that we saw. I think you can tell, like, everyone's enthusiasm is higher in that one. Everyone's moving a little bit more. Honestly, we didn't get out until half 11. They were chucking Haribo at us to keep our sugar levels up. Every performance was filmed twice. So they filmed one performance in front of the girls, and then they filmed one performance when the girls were out making their decision on who's going to be in the band. On the girl vocal group, you know Olympia, the girl who was in the, was she yellow? It looked orange on the day. Jumpsuit thing. She was on stage left, but on the far right when you're watching it on TV. She didn't get through, but actually when it came to her solo in front of the girls, her mic cut out. It wasn't working. So I can't remember if they did it again in front of the girls. I felt really sorry for her. Yeah, I have to be honest with you, like, it looks great when you're watching it and it looks really fantastic, but in real life, it was so slow. And there was one part where when they're waiting for their names to be called, in real life, before they announced the people's names, I swear in between names, they were waiting like 2 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating when I say 2 minutes. Me, mum and dad all felt so sorry for the contestants. There was one point where I literally was about to turn around and be like, are you okay? Like, can you just say someone's name? I have no idea what was going on in their earpiece, but we were just like, what was hilarious as well is that the hype man said to us, he was like, the people who are watching the show, they have watched the contestants, they know who they are, but you guys are seeing them for the first time. You've got to bear in mind this is in February and the show's only just been shown now. And he was like, so when someone's name gets called, you have to go wild for them and like pretend you know who they are. They were there like, it's Jonathan! And we're there like, yeah, come on, Jonathan! And they were looking around going, which one's Jonathan? Jonathan? On the instrumental group, the camera was in my face for one of the choruses of Young Blood. Cameraman is here. And I'm like, Young Blood, yes, say you want me, say you want me. I'm like, yes, out of your life. And I'm like, I'm gonna get on TV. So funny, mum said that she was singing along. Camera was on her face as well. And then she got the words wrong and then they just went, whoop. Dad was like pretending he knew the words to them as well, which is so funny. I got my moment of fame, everyone. I would just like to share this clip with you. Here we go, everyone, let's go. Are you ready? See you want me, see you want me. There she is, yes, what a legend. We're gonna go in slow-mo. There's Clive, clapping his hands, love to see it. Where is he? There he is. That halo. 5th member of Little Mix, just blending in quite nicely. A nice slow-mo shot of her singing. Oh, everyone, my first moment on TV. Fantastic, thank you. Thank you and good night. So I got on the show somehow. My first appearance on TV, people. Very, very exciting. So it was all worth it in the end. My overall thoughts after watching the show, being on the show. being semi-a-part kind of the show. I was under the impression that you got through the audition with the girls and then you went into a house or a flat for 7 weeks, and then in that time the girls coached you and you bonded as a band, and then it was the concert shows that decided whether you were going to be in the band or not. So I thought that was the case, and then on the show it said 1 week later. Maybe they were moving into a flat after they were actually put together as a band, which would make more sense, but it wouldn't be 7 weeks, would it? I do feel sorry for them. Like, obviously the show was meant to be in springtime, wasn't it? What it looked like from the show is that the girls picked the people from the audition tapes that were sent in, but there actually was the process of the tape, getting invited to audition, then it was the callbacks, then it was the audition in front of the girls. I don't even know if there was another step in between the callbacks and then the TV auditions. There might have been, but there's usually always about 4 steps before you get on TV. So if the girls did actually pick people, it would have been nice to have seen that. I just feel like it kind of looked a bit set up in the way that they only auditioned 20 people and then they put like, what, 10 of them through to the band room. Whereas the reality is like thousands auditioned. In my audition, there was the 8 o'clock slot, there was the 1 o'clock slot, and then there was the 4 o'clock slot. Maybe about 120 of us. Let's say 100 for argument's sake. That's 300 people in that one. And then there were 3 dates in London, that's 900. And then they also auditioned in Manchester and in Birmingham. So I don't know how many dates they did there, but you get the idea. It's a lot of people that were actually invited to audition from the tape. It gives off the impression that 20 people were cherry-picked from the tapes. Just gives a bit of a false impression. So why can't you show what we went through? I think it's really interesting. And I think that people would find that interesting as well. It would have been nice to see the coaching. Whatever element of coaching it was kind of sold that you would be working with the girls and the girls would be coaching the bands and everything like that. It's kind of like they've cherry-picked the best bits out of what happened and shown it rather than shown the real graft that goes into it all. Suddenly you were out there on the show, you know, in front of the live audience after doing that one session with Little Mix. I just think that there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes that should be shown in these programmes, because I find that interesting and I'm sure the general public would as well. So I'll finish on a positive. I think the girls come across so well. I mean, I knew that they've got good personalities, they've got good banter. They are a little bit dorky off camera, like, and I love that about them. And as judges, they are really good as well because they have been in that position themselves, which is the overall thing of the show. I think their critiquing is so good. I heard an interview on Capital Radio and they were saying that Perrie's got the more technical advice. So I don't know whether she's been coached before she went on X Factor, I'm not sure. Did she train? Because the stuff that she talks about is very, I don't know, has she been to a vocal school? Like, someone tell me in the comments. I love them, but I don't know that much about their lives. Normally with these shows, like with X Factor and stuff, someone will sing and then they'll all be like, oh my god, it was amazing, I loved it, you were great. And then we're there sitting there like, it was pitchy, it wasn't perfect. And I feel like the stuff that we were sat on the sofa watching saying, Perrie said, it's a breath of fresh air because she's being honest and she's saying the things that people don't often say. Like Simon Cowell, he's not a vocal coach, is he? Do you know what I mean? He may have worked in the industry, but he's not a singer. I mean, I don't know, I've not heard him. He might have a great voice, but he's not a singer like they are. So I think that really brings a different element. I think that they're going to have more fans after watching this. They just come across so well and you just want to be their friend. I mean, I want to be their friend anyway, but I think it does kind of kill it a little bit knowing what goes on behind the scenes when you're watching the show. The R&B group and the dance group, I think that they were the best that we saw. I would love to know what they think of my voice. Coming away from it, I know that it wasn't right for me. The reality is, the only reason that I wanted to be on the show, I don't want to be in a band. Let's just be realistic. I don't want to be in a group. I want to work with Little Mix and I want to be on TV. So, also I want to tour with Little Mix as well, and I don't know if I'm going to be in a band to do that. We'll see. Watch this space. Manifesting, people. I'm manifesting so hard. You don't understand how hard I'm manifesting this, okay? I would have been put into the vocal and instrument group 100%, but also I am not a boy and I don't look like I am in 5 Seconds of Summer, so therefore I would not have fit that bill. I hope you guys liked this video. I love doing these behind the scenes insight videos. This video has been nearly a year in the making, so it's been a long time coming. I experienced it as an auditionee and then as an audience member. I feel like it's a really good kind of like safe to say, as I'm coming up to 27, I'm not going to do any more auditions because I am 10 years too old and I am 5 inches too tall to get into any of these things. Right guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. It really helps me with the algorithm. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of Little Mix's search. Please subscribe if you haven't already and whack that notification bell on because I upload twice a week and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Love to hate me crazy, shady, spit me out like